Hi Leo, this is your April 15th through 30th, year 2020 general tarot forecast. So this is for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising signs. I hope this finds everyone in good spirits and good health. You do have an extended forecast for your sign, Leo, and there's also the beginning of the month for a bi-weekly as well, so I hope you're enjoying those. These are just messages for the end of the month for you, the last 2 weeks. And we're just doing a really brief reading today. We're going to use the Good Tarot for your main spread and then get a qualifier, or I should say an extra message card from the Medicine card deck here. All right, so messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising for April 15th through 30th, 2020. Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, April 15th through to the 30th. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, April 15th through the 30th. If you've been watching for a while, you might notice that the background is a little bit different. I really hope that you enjoy this a bit better and that you can see the cards a little bit better. So we do have some fire, as you can see at the beginning of the, I would say the third and then the fourth week, generally speaking. Bottom of the deck energy is a lot of healing is taking place or is necessary during this time. You could be in the spotlight as well. It looks like you could be the boss of something. You could be in charge of something here. Or you're being asked to step into the spotlight or take charge. But we do have Aquarius energy here. Star is ruled by Aquarius, 11th house. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius the last 2 weeks of the month. This could be the person that needs healing. This could be the person who's healing you, or that, you are generating a healing process with or around this person or energy. So again, bottom of the deck energy is the star. That's sort of underlying all the other positions here. Let's just dive into it here, Leo. 5 of Wands is the situation for you last 2 weeks of the month. If you're going to have a 5, which is generally speaking in the tarot, typically a chaotic or card of change, you might as well have this one. This is the most productive. So 5 of Wands is really going to speak to generating change, little bit of competition. But again, this can be healthy, and this could actually improve outcomes by, allowing for different points of view, different ways of dealing with something. But again, it is in your element. This is the fire element, as you can see. So just be wary here that the situation, if it does have to do with an Aquarius, for example, that it has to do with direct communication. We do see a 7 of Swords in our recent past. So there could be miscommunication, muddled, fuddled communication, secretive, even tricky communication here. I never like to suggest that this is, conscious, that someone is doing this consciously to try to get their own way or try to upset you. I would even say in the age of the narcissist that this could even be narcissist energy or someone trying to get away with something. It doesn't always mean that. But in terms of, the 7s, with regard to someone having confidence or experience with something here, it could be that, words are crossed, messages are crossed here, or there is someone trying to get away with something, right? It is gambler energy, but we'll go back to that in just 1 second. The reason I'm looking at this is because it's easy to see how there could be some conflict here where the 7 of Swords is your recent past, right? So the situation is a matter of conflict, probably due to communication. Remember, the star being ruled by Aquarius is an air sign, so it could have something to do with the way you're being spoken to or addressed or communicated with. But again, I think if you have something in mind that you want to complete, or if you can work together, if you can decide if this is, say, it could be a work situation for you, but because we have all of the elements besides the cups indicated here. This could have to do with work, play, fantasy. It could be any area of your life, right? It's general reading here, Leo. So no matter how this is playing out for you, just be sure that what is being spoken about or communicated here is as precise as possible. And if you do have to say be the first, or if you do have to be the person who has the last word type of thing, that could even be part and parcel of the conflict, right? Like, what is that about if that's happening? Here is the reason, right? The reason for this is that it feels like it's probably been an uphill battle, this conversation, this situation, this progress, what is, you know, needing healing right now. Could feel like it's an uphill battle, but it's something that you are capable of. It's something that you can pull off. You can do this. It's just going to take a little bit of energy. Again, I might even ask about the reasons why. It could have to do with stability. It could have to do with security, stability, father, paternity. You could just feel like you're in a difficult position here because there is an inability to move in one direction or the other. I mean, you do have a choice over here with your advice card. So if this is a romantic reading for you or a lover's reading for you, it could be that you have to choose between one lifestyle or another, or between going to this place or going to that place. But it is going to stir something up here. Not necessarily going to be negative. In fact, it's common for things to get stirred up before they get settled, because maybe something was too stagnant for too long, or it wasn't being discussed, or you couldn't get to the root of it for some reason here. And as we see in our recent past, as I pointed out just a moment ago with the Seven of Swords, yeah, I mean, the highest representation of this card would be, you know, a courageous leap into, you know, a sense of communication or a sense of belief patterns or systems here that you design for yourself, and you're really not going to listen to anybody else. Now, while that sounds somewhat similar to the Fool, there's no soul here, right? Like, this is the Fool, where it takes a leap of faith, is all about pureness, right? It's just the purity, it's the abstract. This is an agenda. The Seven of Swords is an agenda. Now, again, whether it's conscious or subconscious, this could even be going on for quite some time here as well. We do have the King of Pentacles, a very fixed energy card here in the present, right? So you could be dealing with a Taurus, an Aquarius, you could be dealing with an Aries, or if not these people, certainly these energies. And, you know, both Taurus and Aquarius are fixed signs, right? These are the type of energies or people to really dig their heels in. They're not going to move too easily. So it could be that the you know, war of words or the war of lifestyles or even money or enterprise here could be that stability is needed. And that's what this is about, or this is upsetting stability and your heels need to be dug in at this time. But you know, it is slow moving energy. This is not, out of all of the cards, this is, I think, the least intuitive. This person would take things at face value, or energy would take things at face value and not really. And this is where I think the star is going to come in and be helpful here. I think there is a leveling up that could be necessary here to look at a big picture, for example. Because this person or energy, the King of Pentacles here, is pretty stable, right? They're not going to move too easily. And, you know, if there's a conflict here with this person or energy, it could be that a manipulation could be around, like, is this ever going to change? Because something is so friggin' stagnant, or, I mean, stable could become stagnant, right? So be careful if something is stable and lovely, that you're not just trying to mess it up for some for some fun either, or if something feels a little bit stable that it's now boring, you know, don't let that happen, or don't let someone do that to you, certainly. But this is mature energy. I would say if this is about finance or income or business for you, it could just be that you would like to see more stability in this area, in this slow moving but wealthy and wealth management. Here is the boss card, right? Here is the Aries person or energy, our second major arcana for your reading. And this is the near future, right? So this is where you have to put your foot down. You have to be the boss. Remember, Aries rules the first house. So first house energy, which is really your person. It's your person. It's you. And you have to take control. You have to put in the overtime. You have to be the one to make the firm decisions here, to put your foot down. And again, not just to keep the peace or because you like the stability, but it's to raise the bar, to be the person who's responsible. Someone needs to be responsible in this picture here. And it looks like you could very well be this person, or you're put in this position. Either way, you do have what it takes here, Leo. Your advice card, right, like is the Two of Pentacles, as I said a little earlier. So this is really just a choice, a decision around a person, place, or thing, essentially, right? When we're looking at the Pentacles, we're really just dealing with a noun, which is the easiest way I can remember. The Pentacles, a person, place, or thing. So which direction are you going to go? Are you going to move in? You're going to sell the house? Are you going to choose this partner, this lifestyle, that lifestyle, job, co-worker? You know, are you going to own what you said? Are you going to choose to communicate differently? So a choice really is apparent here for you by the end of the month here, Leo. We do have snake. This is transmutation. It's nice to see this here because I do think a significant follow through or significant change is really going to be an appropriate outcome for you. And remember, the Tower does precede the Star card in the major arcana. So a major revelation may need to be accounted for or had here in order for you to use truth or evidence or reality or something having to do with electricity or law or the clinical world. It could be medicine, could be high spirituality as well. You could take a hard lesson here and really turn it into something positive for yourself. That would be the best way for this to find its outcome here, Leo, frankly, is to take anything that seems shady or upsetting or that didn't look like it was going your way and transmute it, use it to your advantage, and don't look in that rearview mirror. Keep going straight ahead. So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Take excellent care of yourselves. Bye for now.